Johnny, the World Economic Forum. They're meeting at Davos again. Yeah, Johnny, Klaus and all his billionaire friends. Oh, that's going to be exciting, isn't it? Well, it could be exciting, Johnny, but there's one thing that's missing every time from this bloody meeting. Who are you talking about? Ordinary people. Ordinary people? Yeah, ordinary people. You'd reckon they'd just go and ask the ordinary people what was worrying them, what was the things they wanted fixed. I suppose, yeah, they wouldn't. Rather than just meeting over there and deciding in a big bloody party what they reckon's the best thing to do.
Only there was this group of people that were somehow better than us, more enlightened than us, also richer than us. And if they could just meet, say, once a year in a secret place and talk about how we should live our lives, well, then things would be much better. And that is quite literally happening. So here is video of the World Economic Forum's Klaus Schwab.
It is so exciting that at the beginning of the year, we can meet again in person.
Schwab. Klaus Schwab, who is right out of central casting as an 80s Schwarzenegger or Mel Gibson movie villain. Here he is talking about all the rich people who are about to get together in Davos and talk about how you should live your life.
Only personal interaction creates the necessary level of trust, which we need so much in our fragmented and fractured world. To bring people together for an informal dialogue in a remote Swiss village such as Davos can be or should be a good recipe to restore trust.
Central Casting 101 with this guy. If you were coming up with a bad guy to lead the elites in a movie that the action hero was going to have to bust in and take care of business at the end, it would be Klaus Schwab.
Oh, yeah, there wouldn't be too many ordinary people there. There'd be a few caterers and that, and chauffeurs and parking attendants. They'd be pretty... In fact, Johnny, if I was over there, if I was asked to go to the World Economic Forum, there's a couple of bloody questions I'd like to ask them. If you were there, what would you ask them? Well, housing for a start, Johnny. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be enough houses for the people in the world we've got now. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you've got people bloody paying a fortune in so-called bloody Western countries for houses just to live in, and in poorer countries they've got no fucking houses at all. Yeah, it was housing. That would seem a pretty obvious thing to do for your bloody fellow man, wouldn't it? Get them all housed, get them all settled. There's evidence that a good home, a home where you feel secure and you can afford, is beneficial to bloody society's health and the homeowner's health too. Yeah, well, I suppose if you're a billionaire, doing that sort of stuff isn't very glamorous. It's companies in America and everywhere else just going around buying up family homes willy-nilly just so they can rent them out.
But BlackRock are not just profiting from the war in Ukraine that you're funding, they're also profiting from your poverty in the housing market as well. So whether it's in foreign overseas wars that America are not involved in, or in your inability to afford a home, BlackRock are benefiting. Here's how. A report from the Wall Street Journal over the summer claimed that BlackRock was one of several major investment firms causing distortion in the housing market. The report laid out how BlackRock and firms like it are using their massive amounts of capital to buy up single-family houses, jacking up prices in the process. So if you can't afford a home, if you suddenly find yourself owning nothing and not being quite so happy, recognise that's not just happened by accident, it's happened because of a convergence of interests has orchestrated it. In Houston, for example, the billionaire Fink reportedly accounts for 1/4 of recent home purchases. He's simply buying up entire neighbourhoods and using them as rentals.
Holy shit, do you reckon they'd listen to that? What would they say? I reckon they'd just ignore it. All right then, what else would you ask them? The next one I'd ask them is, what's the future of artificial intelligence? Yeah, who the hell is going to benefit from this bloody stuff, Johnny? Who's going to benefit? Big corporations, that's who's going to bloody benefit from it. They're all going to make a heap of money and everyone else is going to be eventually put out of a job. But Johnny, won't it make everything easier, better? Will you be benefiting from bloody artificial intelligence, Johnny? Me? Well, no, I don't think it's going to help me at all. Will the bloody neighbour across the road, will they be benefiting from it? Yeah. Do you think you're going to get cheap cars one day because of artificial intelligence, Johnny? I don't think so. Do you think the price of food is going to come down because robots are doing the fucking farm work? I don't think so. If you think that, you're bloody kidding yourself. Sounds fanciful? You're just looking 50 years' time. So who is benefiting from making everything being able to be done by bloody artificial intelligence and fucking robots? Well, who is? Think about that.
Not 12, so I recognise what capitalism is. I know that sort of stuff happens. But shouldn't that sort of just be plainly stated on the news by the mainstream media instead of...
Right. Yeah, that's what I'd ask Klaus. What else would you ask him? Not the ordinary people. We don't have the bloody robots. They're going to be big. What else would you ask him then? The next question's been bloody thrown around for fucking centuries, Johnny. World hunger. Yeah, I mean, if you were aliens watching what was going on down here, Johnny, you'd look down and you'd say to yourselves, by Jesus, those humans are a bunch of bloody idiots. They can't even feed themselves. They haven't been able to feed themselves for years, and that just seems to continue on. If I was an alien, that's what I'd be bloody thinking. Yeah, we're doing all this other fancy stuff, Wall Street and all that sort of stuff, Johnny. Big, spending billions on bloody scientific bloody research and all that sort of crap. While a huge majority of the population can't fucking get enough to eat. So, Klaus, there's another bloody problem that's happening right now. You don't have to think about anything. You can grab that by the throat now while you're all sitting over there. Get onto that and do something about it. Jesus Christ! Oh, I think you're expecting too much from these people, Johnny. And the last bloody subject I'll bring up with them, Johnny, is the Amazon rainforest. Yeah, the Amazon rainforest. I mean, for years we've been hearing about... Oh, Johnny, you've gone down that track before. I don't know whether it makes any sense. I mean, for years we've been hearing about the bloody... how it's been cut down and burnt and Christ knows what, and everyone knows how valuable it is to the planet.
Both Amazon's forest and freshwater systems are under threat. Rainfall has declined across 69% of the Amazon forest since the year 2000. If the current rate of deforestation continues, 27% of the Amazon will be without trees in 10 years. Amazon has lost 20% of its size in recent years due to deforestation to construct the Trans-Amazonian Highway. A massive amount of 1.5 acres of vegetation is cleared constantly for cattle grazing and crop production every second. Experts predict that the rainforest could be completely lost by 2060 if no action is taken to solve the problem.
Right, yeah. I reckon some of the billionaires over there, they should all get together. I mean, Bezos and all that, they've got 250 billion, say. Say they each give 100 billion each, these billionaires, and in no time you'd have $1 trillion, and you could go over to Brazil or wherever, and say, here you are, and say, here you are, here's $1 trillion, yeah, and we'll buy the rainforest, the whole bloody lot, and make it into a huge park, and everything can just be returned to bloody pristine nature. Holy shit, do you reckon they'd be bloody up for that? But the thing is, Johnny, you could get half a dozen of these billionaires over there, and they could each put in 100 billion each without leaving them broke. We don't want to leave the poor bastards broke. And 10 of them, you could fund the whole bloody buy back the rainforest program. Oh, Johnny, I don't know whether that's even bloody feasible.
Will you tell these fools I'm not crazy? Make them listen to me before it's too late!
Right. 10 people in the world could fund the whole thing. Not bloody huge conglomeration. Just 10 private people could do it if they wanted to do it. Oh, come on. Oh, I know there'd be all sorts of legal bloody stuff down there in Brazil would want more and all that sort of shit. But that's not the point. If you wanted to do something about it, Klaus, you could probably do something about it. There's another problem just waiting there to be solved.
Here he is talking about all the rich people who are about to get together in Davos and talk about how you should live your life.
It is so exciting.
Johnny, I think the World Economic Forum is just a bunch of rich people sitting around thinking up glamorous bloody problems that they can solve and make themselves feel better. Yeah, that's right. When there's problems out there right now, Klaus, just begging to be solved. Johnny, do you really think that Klaus and all his cronies over there would listen to a bum like you?